My husband put up photos of my body online behind my back. He tried blackmailing me into submission, and now, I put him up in prison for 30 years. Last Friday, I, 34F, spent time with Kate, 24F, a young friend from work. She wanted to talk about something personal, which was fine because we're close outside of work too. When I got to her place, things felt tense. She said she had something serious to discuss but didn't know how to start. I told her to just say it. She said she found 2 videos of a woman she thought was me on a website for grown-ups. I didn't believe it at first, but she was sure it was me. Turns out, she was right. I never filmed myself without clothes or being intimate with my husband, but there I was in those videos, each about 7 and 4 minutes long, filmed in our old bedroom. Watching them, I started to think it might be my husband's doing. But I tried to ignore that idea because I wanted to believe there was a good reason for it. After leaving Kate's place, my head was spinning. I could hardly hear what she was saying. She texted later, saying she contacted the website to get the videos removed and that she'd help me through this. She also said she'd search the internet in case there were more videos. Back home, I searched everywhere for clues and found them. My husband had hidden spy cameras to watch and record my private moments. I spent hours feeling sick, crying, and praying for it to be a bad dream. I'm a devout Muslim and have only been with my husband, and now he's been sharing our private moments with the world. I'm lost. I can't face him or talk to him. I've locked myself in our room, pretending I have COVID. I can't stop crying. He must be doing something really bad. He's even talking about ordering my favorite food to see if I'll eat. It hurts so much. I don't know how to tell my family or ask for help. I feel ashamed, angry, and hurt. Answering some questions. 1. My husband, soon-to-be ex-husband, and I are from the same group of people who believe the same things, have the same background, and come from the same place. 2. My way of life doesn't do bad things like honor killings, and I'm not scared my family will hurt me or not be on my side. 3. My family would back me up if I decided to stop being married to him. Actually, they'd say I should. 4. The rules in my country are not tied to any one religion, but sometimes different religious groups here have their own courts. These courts can make decisions, but they can't go against the basic rules or take away people's rights. 5. I'm going to take this problem to the regular court and to the religious court because I want him to get in trouble for what he did. 6. I cover my face because I want to, but most other women in my country don't cover up like I do. 7. I wear niqab, so only my eyes can be seen when I'm out in public. But when I'm with my family or other women, I don't cover up. 8. Kate and I are friends even though we don't have the same beliefs or wear the same clothes. It's surprising, isn't it? Update 1. I left him like I said I would. He went to work. Then, the people who moved stuff came, we packed my things, and we left. I was crying the whole time, so much that even the movers were worried about me. But I couldn't stop crying. When I got home, I sat down with my parents and brothers and sisters and told them what happened. My parents are old and don't understand things like the internet. They just kept saying, let's talk to the people and it will be okay. But my siblings get it. They're mad. They're sad and upset for me. My brothers and sisters and my sister's husbands took me home. We waited for him, and when he came, we talked to him. At first, he said he didn't do it. But when my brothers were serious with him, he started telling the truth. He said he did it because he was sad, because he had a problem with looking at bad pictures and with doing bad things, and because he didn't think anyone would find out. He said he only put up a few pictures. But when we asked him exactly how many, he said it could be from 5 to 8. We made him take them down, but who knows how many times they've been saved or shared. And then I found out he had a secret phone. He was also seeing other women and people who do bad things for money. All this time, I thought he was working hard, but no, he was out there being shameful and not being faithful to our marriage. At one point, he said he needed to go to the bathroom, and somehow he called his mom. She came to our house with his brother and cousins. They were upset about how we were treating him. Then we explained to them what he did. His mom fainted. She's old and not in great health. We called an ambulance for her. My neighbor had also called the police, and by the time the ambulance got there, I was taken away by the police because they said I hit him. I spent the night locked up. I didn't exactly have nice conversations with him. So yeah, I got arrested for hitting him, but he didn't want to press charges. I got let out the next morning and went back to my parents' house. I cried some more because my parents kept crying. Then a few days later, I talked to some lawyers my sister found. They know about this kind of stuff happening online without permission. They're helping me with the police because I did press charges, and they're dealing with the websites. And I started the process of getting a divorce. I went to the doctor to get checked, and luckily, he didn't give me anything bad, but I have another test planned just to be sure. I talked to his mom, and she said sorry to me even though it's not her fault. She said she understands why I want him to get punished. She asked me to let the law handle it instead of me hurting him or him hurting me. He's hiding, but he still calls and texts me from different numbers. He still lies and tries to trick me. I've been writing down everything he says and texts me. Oh, and now everyone knows what happened. I mean everyone, even little kids. And now I feel even more embarrassed than I did before. Update 2. This man has ruined everything I worked hard for and made me feel like I have no safety left. I had to quit my job, a job I really liked. It's not easy for me to find work because of the way I look. I can't work there anymore because it's not safe for the kids and the people I work with. Creepy men started bothering me at work. I work with kids who need extra care, and some moms heard about what happened and don't want me around their kids. Some of them don't want me there because their husbands are acting weird. Some dads have looked at me strangely or said gross things to me. One guy even offered me money to do bad things with him. More men have been yelling stuff at me on the street. They stare at me. One guy followed me from the dentist's office and grabbed me on the street. Random guys call my phone, my family's house, and my office to say mean things to me because my husband put all my information online. It feels like everyone in the world is watching me and judging me. Most people are nice and feel bad for me. A lot of people have reached out to support me, like old classmates, people I used to work with, neighbors, people from my religion, family friends, his family, and many others. But the crazy and creepy guys who believe him are louder and scarier. And then I found out from my lawyers that he was drugging me and doing bad things to me while I slept. I have migraines and can't sleep well, so I take medicine for it. He saw that as a chance to drug me with my own medicine. He even bragged about it on a website where other bad people go, and they encouraged him to do more bad things to me. And now my soon-to-be ex-husband is spreading rumors that I knew about the cameras and told him to put stuff online, and there are people who believe him. He changed his mind and decided to press charges after all. So, I had to go to court. The judge and the people who were prosecuting were understanding and dropped the case. My lawyers explained why I slapped him and what he did afterward, like threatening me, hurting me, putting my personal information online, and trying to make me do what he wanted by blackmailing me. My lawyers used his own words against him. He wrote in text and said in a recorded call that I didn't hit him very hard and that he only pressed charges to hurt me. But the things he did to me are still being looked into by the prosecutors. Update 3. It all boils down to jealousy and me emasculating him. I wish I could say things are getting better, but I still feel terrible and I'm struggling with everything. His main goal seems to be as mean as possible and to stop me from moving forward. He won't cooperate with my divorce lawyer, he's making everything hard, and he's even chased away his own lawyers. Now he's on his third lawyer, and we're back to square one with the divorce talks. The court gave him more time because his last lawyer left him just days before our hearing. As for him posting bad stuff about me online, there's a court date set for that. But he asked for more time, and he'll probably get it since his criminal lawyer left him to. So in the past month, he's lost both his divorce lawyer and his criminal lawyer. He's really on a losing streak. When it rains, it pours. My dad passed away a little over a month ago, and my mom is in hospice care now because she's not going to be with us much longer. It's sad, but I've been expecting it. My dad fought cancer for almost 3 years, so we were as ready as we could be. And my mom's health has been getting worse for years because of her memory problems. My soon-to-be ex-husband thought it was a good idea to corner me at the place where we had the meal after the funeral. He waited until I was alone, then came up to me while I was cleaning. I was tired and didn't have the energy to kick him out like I usually do, so I let him talk. He almost seemed decent as he gave a million excuses for why things turned out the way they did. He cried about how bad he felt for hurting me. Then he started saying how he always felt like I was better than him at everything, making more money, being better educated, and traveling more. He said he was jealous of my confidence, even though he used to be attracted to those things about me. But as our relationship went on, he started to hate those things about me. He also said he was mad that I didn't want to stay home and take care of the house and kids, even though he knew from the beginning that I wasn't that type of person. He said he tried to be a good husband, but he got mad when I wouldn't let him have the final say in things. That's what made him angry and want to embarrass me. He talked about his addiction problems and how he thought getting married would fix everything. His depression, his addiction to bad stuff, everything. He was scared I would leave him if I found out, and that made him want to hurt me for thinking I was better than him. He was jealous and angry about a lot of things. But when I said to him, "So you hurt me because you felt jealous and inadequate," he got really mad and started yelling. I decided not to say anything else and just let him talk. For 3 hours, he made excuses for why he did what he did. But it all boils down to him feeling like he's not as good as me, him being jealous and mad that I have my own thoughts in life. He said right before our wedding, he joined a men's group online to help with his problems with looking at bad stuff. One tip they gave him was to make his own bad stuff and watch that instead, but he knew I wouldn't agree to it. So he says it's my fault he felt like he had to spy on me, and he never meant to show it to anyone else. But one day, I made him so mad, and as payback, he posted it online and felt good about it. So every time I made him feel small by having my own thoughts or upset him in some way, he would post more. Eventually, he got a bunch of guys following him, asking him to post more. He liked that other guys looked up to him for being good at that stuff, but at the same time, he started doing it more himself and going back to his old habits of meeting women and paying for it when he couldn't get it for free. Then things got out of control for him. The more he spent on his problems, the more lies he told, the more he felt like he wasn't doing enough because I was paying for everything, the more he resented me, and he got stuck in a cycle of hurting himself, which just made him angrier with me. He also says he joined a group for people with problems like his and started going to a clinic to get help, and I should give him credit for that. He thinks I should be proud of him for trying so hard and that I should take him back. He also thinks I should be grateful he's not bothering me since my dad died and that he's being honest with his feelings. In his messed up mind, he thinks his honesty in our talk should mean something, and he thinks I'm just being mean for not being moved by his tears and acting like he's being real. Even though he acted like a real person during our talk, I didn't feel anything about it. I just kept packing up and went home. I'm still not working, I still have weird guys calling me all the time, and I still feel embarrassed and humiliated. The only good thing is that some of the websites took down the bad stuff and banned him from using their site. Update 4. Finally, I have some good news. A while back, I got a restraining order against my now officially ex-husband, but he kept stalking and bothering me. After going to court many times and calling the police over and over, he was finally put in prison, and he's been there for a little over a month now. I also got my divorce. At first, I just wanted to get it over with and give him whatever he asked for, but he kept finding ways to delay things or ask for more, so I got fed up and told my lawyers to do whatever it takes. They really didn't like him, and I got everything I wanted and even more. I hate to brag, but it was really satisfying to see him cry in court. This past month has been the most peaceful time I've had in a long while. Dealing with him has been so hard on my mental and physical health. I lost a lot of weight and a ton of hair because of all the stress he caused me. But seeing him cry in court was like chicken soup for my soul. I moved to the other side of the country and got myself a decent job. I'm slowly starting to feel better about myself. I'm in therapy, and even though it doesn't feel like it's working right now, I know if I stick with it, it will eventually. The bad stuff he posted online has been taken down from the more reputable websites, and my lawyers got me some money as compensation because those companies didn't want to go to court over it. Money doesn't change much, and I'm still hurt, but it's something. I know that stuff is probably still out there in some way, and there's not much I can do about it, so I'm trying to make peace with it. My ex-husband will be in prison for what he did, and my lawyers are working with the courts to make sure everything is taken care of. I've heard through the grapevine that he tried to unalive himself and is now in protective custody until his trial date. He's facing up to 30 years in prison and corporal punishment, and I can't wait for it to happen.